Hey everyone, it's Madison Gesiotto coming to you from Arizona. You know, we are a nation in crisis. We are at war with a virus of the likes of which we've never seen before in our lifetimes. Right now is a time for unity. It's a time for bipartisanship. We have to put our politics aside and come together for the greater good of our nation, of our communities, of our states. We've seen an incredible show of bipartisanship on the federal level with our president working with Democrats across the country, with governors and other officials. It's been really nice to see how well they've worked together and come together to help save lives. On top of that, we've seen wonderful private-public partnerships, companies who have repurposed their manufacturing capabilities to manufacture masks and ventilators, the most needed equipment right now for medical professionals. But what's been really disappointing to me outside of the media's approach to the coronavirus pandemic coverage is the fact that we've seen not only Nancy Pelosi, but Democratic presidential candidates like Joe Biden and Bernie Sanders shamelessly politicizing this crisis. It's unacceptable. We cannot continue to let this slide. And Joe Biden is really the last person to be talking. He could have helped prevent some of the issues we're having right now. Under the Obama-Biden administration, at least 3 federal government reports were ignored by the administration, and these government reports predicted that the United States would experience a critical lack of ventilators during an outbreak. At least 7 more of these reports similarly were ignored while Biden was a senator. Hundreds of millions of dollars was proposed to be cut from the CDC during the Obama-Biden administration, and nobody can forget the 2009 swine flu outbreak when the Obama administration was forced to apologize for Joe Biden's comments that caused mass hysteria. If Joe Biden were president right now, we wouldn't have shut off travel from China in January. We all know that decision by President Trump ultimately saved many lives and saved many people from being infected with the coronavirus. He complained and yelled that the president made a horrible decision. Many were calling it racist. We now know that it saved lives. We can't trust Joe Biden to be president of the United States. And when it comes to Bernie Sanders, who continues to also shamelessly politicize this tragic time that we're living in, he's still talking about Medicare for all. He's continuing to push Medicare for all. And of course, on top of it being unaffordable before this pandemic even occurred, the reality is our healthcare system's strained. A Medicare for all system would be even worse. With Medicare for all, we wouldn't be able to handle a pandemic. There's weaknesses that need changed and improved upon in our healthcare system, but Medicare for all is not the way to do that. I'm disappointed in the Democrats, not all of them, but specifically these presidential candidates and Nancy Pelosi and some others, for refusing to come together at a time of crisis. It is critical that we see more unity and bipartisanship moving forward. Together, we can save more lives.